think it's going. Good stuff. Yo, this is like such a different concept. I don't normally do these types of videos. I think it's on right now, but it's okay. We're gonna power through it together. I've never done this before. Yo, what's up, guys? So what's happening? I'm seeing everyone come in here. This is an odd time for me to be live streaming, I know, but if you saw the title, you know that I'm doing a first listen, and very experimental. I was thinking, I was beginning it, and I was thinking, okay, so how am I gonna even like do this? Am I gonna like go through the lyrics only, or am I gonna go through like the song and how it sounds? And I was just really conflicted, and I was like, why don't I just ask you guys? Why don't I just like get your opinion on this? I'm trying to, I guess, determine the format of these first listens. Maybe I'll just do these first listens live so I can do them with you guys. I mean, there's a lot that I can pick up, from a music video because I'm a very visual person, but minus the music video, it's tough, to really know a whole lot because I'm still really new to all this stuff. I'm not new to BTS. I've known BTS for, I guess, 2-3 years now. I've only really gotten into them, like where I would say I'm a big fan of BTS, I would say only towards their Wings. No, even before that, during the Prologue, I Need You, and Run series. We all got really, really into that during that series. That was kind of when BTS hit my radar for real, like for real. And then after that, and I should say, like, the reason it hit my radar so hardcore was just how deep it was. I mean, the songs were awesome and they are beautiful, but it was just so deep. That's what caught Josh Biner's attention. So I just wanted to be able to go into it with that in mind and try to hopefully do this with you guys. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to go ahead and watch a lyric video for BTS intro, Boy Meets Evil. So for any of you who are joining right now, holy cow, that is a lot of people. I'm getting nervous already. 183 people watching. I think that's like a record. Wow, it must have been the title. So I only had like 183 people watching me once, and that was like when I was streaming with JRE. So that would make sense. Anyway, I'm about to do a first listen to BTS Wings album, the very first song, Intro, the whole Boy Meets Evil. And I guess it's not a technical first listen, right? Because I've heard it before in the teaser, but I just haven't dissected the lyrics with you guys, and I haven't really gone into it the way I normally do. And what's crazy is, like, I'm really hyped up. Like, that's what I like doing and for my reactions. If you met me in person, I'm only hyped up sometimes. Sometimes I'm just really mellowed out. So I'm trying to get hyped up during something where I can't edit. I just can't. Typically, I'll think about things afterwards. Like, during the short films, I thought a ton. Some of those, I mean, you guys didn't even notice, but some of them, like, I would film for like half an hour and I would edit it down to 10 minutes. So I was able to really think about things and process my thoughts and write them down. So now I'm not able to do that, but hopefully in place of where I would be editing and trying to do that all in my head, I'm going to do it with you guys. So let's see how this goes. I've never done this before, ever. So if it goes horribly, you can just blame me, I'll delete it, and then we'll pretend it never happened. We'll just keep going. So it's okay. All right, I'm pulling up the first listen now. I'm getting these, by the way, from BBTS 9717. That's the name of the channel. I'll put it in the description when I'm done and everything. I just wanted to do, like, these first listens with you guys. I don't know if I will just do the first one. If it's awesome, maybe I'll, like, do a whole bunch more. I mean, I know the songs will be awesome, but like if this format works, then I'm definitely going to do the rest of it. So on this format is what I'm trying to say. See, it's stuff like that where I'd be like, all right, well, let me say that again and then edit out the part where I sucked. So can't do that this time, but it's okay because I trust you. We have this connection. We understand each other. Nothing is perfect. So here we go. BTS intro, Boy Meets Evil, English/Korean. So I guess it has both. I guess it's not just English subs. That's fine. All right, let me go through this. Let's do it up. Yo, what up, J-Ho? This is what I'm looking at, by the way, in case you were wondering. Oh, this is no, they're aiming for the devil. I never noticed that. Alright, stop dancing, Josh. You gotta get into the lyrics here. Drunken love. It's... Give me a second. I can't help it. I have to dance a little bit. It's so good. Contain yourself. Contain yourself. It's too sweet. It's too sweet. It's too sweet. This is really interesting to watch after I saw the music video Blood, Sweat, and Tears. It's too evil. It's too evil. It's too evil. Oh my goodness. And yo, doesn't that make sense though? One of you guys, I forget who, but one of you tweeted me earlier today, a few hours ago. No, it was even earlier than that, in the morning, and you said, hey, I thought this might help. And I was like, oh, it's a link, so I clicked on it, right? I just clicked on the link, like not knowing what it was, and it was actual, like an interview of sorts that was done with members of BTS, and they were saying what the album actually meant, like the answer. Like they were saying themselves what it meant. And it was so interesting to read that. I loved it, but a lot of it was based off temptation. And just like dealing with temptation and growing up from, you know, youth into adulthood. And holy crap, Reggie's here. What's up, Reggie? I'm probably missing a whole bunch of people. I'm sorry that I'm missing comments. I get ADD like crazy, and I can only focus on one thing 100%, and then I'll just shift. But it's okay. It's a live stream. This is gonna happen. There's zero editing. But what I was saying was, I think a lot of the focus on this Wings album was supposed to be about temptation. It was supposed to be about how it's dealt with temptation. And I have right here the lyrics, and I'm looking at them now, all of them together. I mean, you can watch them all in a lyric video, and that's like awesome. But I like actually being able to, sometimes I'll do this, but you guys won't see me do it. I'll do it off camera. Like when I'm done with the music video, I'll go over and I'll reread the lyrics, like the English lyrics, and I'll think about it a little bit, just so I can get it all together before I'll make like comments and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna do that now. I just want to go through this briefly, just like the lyrics, and I want to ask you guys your thoughts on it as well. I'll give you mine, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts, because collectively you guys know so much about BTS. I'm still relatively new to being like a BTS fan. I'll admit that. There's so much I don't know. In fact, like when I'll hear a song by BTS, I'll be able to tell if it's Rapmon, Suga, you know, I'll be able to tell sometimes who's talking or who's speaking or rapping or singing, but other times I don't. I just can't tell. So, you know, that's the noob you're looking at right now. So that's okay, because we can learn together. Let's see here. English lyrics. The light in my future is dimming. See, that's what I was interested about. Like the light of my future is dimming. And I thought that had to do with, I don't know, what do you guys think about the light of my future is dimming? Because what I thought when I was reading that was, it sounds like in light of this temptation happening, it's like his future is starting to become a little more cloudy, a little dark, a little bit more obscure. It might have been clear to begin with, but when all this temptation came their way, it started really messing things up. Because of my childish love, I lost my way. On a path of dream, the venom of my ambition. Man, isn't this all just poetry though? I just love that. I mean, with BTS, you gotta read the lyrics. You know, other bands, maybe not. It kind of depends on the song. Here's one of my favorite lyrics in the whole song by far. I sharpen my knife every day because of my uncontrollable greed. So what I got from that was, I sharpen my knife, meaning I think that's a tool. The knife is a tool, and sharpening his knife, I think that's almost his dancing skills, or almost his performing skills, is whatever. I think that his tool is his performance, and he's sharpening that and honing that and training every single day like crazy staying up super late, getting up super early, working those extra hours. That's him sharpening his knife because he has this uncontrollable greed, I think, for success. I think for the spotlight. I think for making it, in terms of becoming and gaining that status of an idol. But that's just my opinion. I feel like a lot of people are going to look at this differently. But yeah, it looks like you guys agree. I'm reading a lot of comments happening at once. I've never had holy cow. Okay, just give me a moment here, guys. I've never had 315 people in a live stream, so just give me a moment, right? This is so weird because when it's a camera, you could just like boop, pause it, and then it's just you, and you can just like chill and I don't know, sit in a beanbag chair and watch SpongeBob all day, and it's no big deal. Then you can turn it back on and finish the reaction. You can't do that now. Okay, gotta reel it back. But yeah, the greed would become the trumpet heralding hell. Dang, yo. Holy smackerels. I was about to say holy smackerels, Reggie. That just entered my vocabulary because Reggie says that. Well, at least he did in an Instagram post he made. But right after he said that, and I'm not talking about Reggie, I'm talking about the lyrics at this point. It says, my knife became dull, I know it all. This love is another name for the devil. Don't hold her hand. That's basically to me saying, don't fall for temptation, because that's going to straight up just dull your knife. Because if you get tempted, you're going to get distracted. You're going to move off your path. You're not going to have that sharp knife practice, sharpening your knife every day. You get distracted, not sharpen your knife. But yeah. Josh, are you reacting and going through all the songs during the live stream tonight? So I wanted to test it out. I'm just going to do it on this one. And then if it goes well, I'm going to just do it on the rest. I'll probably just, to make it one song, one reaction, I'll probably just cut it off and then start a new live stream with a different name of the next song. Maybe I'll just do the whole album and change the name. I don't know. I shouted but turned away from my conscience. I feel the sharp reality more every day. I turned away from my conscience. See, his conscience was telling him, don't fall for this temptation. And he decided to completely ignore it. We all have the conscience, like whether we like it or not, our conscience is there telling us, every single day. And it's speaking most loudly when we are confronted by temptation. Does it not? At least it does for me. It seems to be when my conscience gets the most annoying. That's the thing, though. You ignore your conscience long enough, it's like slowly fades away. It may not disappear entirely, but it does slowly fade away. Your heart becomes hard. Let's see. There's red blood from being torn apart by reality. I never thought that. Dang, yo. The greed would become the trumpet heralding hell. Breathe. I think the breathe is the next one, obviously. It's when it says breathe. All dramatic, and I'm like, and I'm breathing for the first time when he says that because I realized that literally that song took my breath away. All right, so the next says, my breath is getting shorter, which makes sense. If we're being tempted, maybe it's a lustful temptation, and we're seeing like someone extremely attractive that we already know that relationship will not work out, but we go and try to do it anyway. So that's what my heart might start pounding a little more. But there are a lot of other situations that would happen. Yo, the fire alarm's going off in my apartment. This is so random. See, this is the point where I've been like, dang it, this just ruined the reaction. I gotta like refilm that last part. But I can't. I don't know if you guys can hear the fire alarm. Oh, it's done. Okay. That was hilarious. Let's see here. I'm going to keep going on here. We're almost done with this. Looking at the lyrics, that is. I close my eyes every night, but from twisted reality. The music box of tragedy echoes. The music box of tragedy echoes. See, that's why they're being, they're the ones writing it, and I'm not. Because I can't come up with that beautiful poetry just there. The music box of tragedy echoes. How good is that? Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. But in order to be free from this crime, it's possible to forget and give up. because those lips were too sweet. I threw my future away because I was drunk on dating. When I woke up, I was surrounded by landmines. Surrounded by people's stares that can't be touched. I shout for a miracle in this reality. Wow. I feel like that was all one complete thought, that last paragraph. I feel like what he was saying was, and the obvious question is, who are these other people that are staring at him? And they can't be touched. So I think it's the peering gaze, the piercing gaze of fans, the piercing gaze of our opinions of him. Like he's saying, drunk on dating, then I woke up. I mean, can you imagine if, he did something, or any of the members of BTS did something scandalous, I don't know, like if you just learned that the random guy in, apartment 2430 on the second floor of your apartment, you realize he smokes weed, you'd be like, okay, whatever. But I feel like if J-Hope smoked weed and he was caught on camera, immediately that's like a huge deal. That's a career-wrecking thing there, which is insane that would happen today. It matters who you are and your status as to what it is you can do and what you can't do. You lose your freedom of speech the bigger the platform you have to speak on, which is weird. And I understand that as I grow, but it's something that I've decided to come to terms with, and that's okay. It's a decision. Woke up surrounded by landmines. Isn't that the truth, though? Woke up by all these piercing gazes, all these fans' expectations, all of these expectations that he's not going to be doing X, Y, and Z. Something that we might falter on personally, but he's not allowed to. He's held to an unrealistic expectation, is how I'm looking at this. Man, this is deep. Surrounded by people's stares that can't be touched. See, he can't talk to everyone at once. He can't interact with you guys. He can't go talk to you guys personally. Like if I figured out that one of my good friends had an issue with something I did, I could literally just call them up. Like I'd call Akbar up and say, let's talk about this. But he can't do that and address everyone. I guess he could make like a public tweet, but it's not the same, is it? It's definitely tough because he doesn't know your name. I think that's a big important part of communication. It's between two people who know about each other, who know each other's name at least. So I can call and be like, Akbar, you know me. You know I wouldn't do this, or you know that I have a reason for why I did this, and this is why. And then we since we know each other, that communication can be much more advanced, much more detailed. It can be much more meaningful, much more intimate. But I feel like with J-Hope, as much as someone can learn about him, like if I became obsessed with J-Hope tonight and I just spent the next week learning about him, he still doesn't know me. He doesn't know my name. He doesn't know anything about me. So it's tough for him to address me or explain anything to me when it's one-sided. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I feel. Next it says, I shout for a miracle in this reality. It was crazy good. I was an idiot addicted to sweetness. Yeah, an idiot. No, you're human. All right, sorry. Back it up here. I feel like this is how I can tell I'm like becoming a fan. Like I'm automatically jumping to their defense. I don't know if I would do that for another group that I just learned about. I didn't want to let go of the devil's hand, but too bad it's too sweet. That's real. And one thing that this whole song, I feel, just really speaks to me personally, kind of a deep level, because, I struggle with things, and I struggle with stuff like whether it's personal issues or relationship issues, whatever. Like, there are things about myself that I want to change over time, and there are things that I have changed, and there's things that I'm continuously trying to change and work on, and there's things that I'd like to do more of, and some things I'd like to do less of. And I mean, that's got to be everyone, right? In some way or another, that's got to be most of us, if not all of us, if we're being honest with each other. And that's exactly what he's doing here. He's bearing his soul and talking about how sweet it is and how tough it is to resist temptation. It's crazy. It's crazy truthful. Yeah. He is talking about J-Hope intro lyrics. That's exactly what I'm doing. Wow, 342 people. Just ignore that count, Josh. Don't freak out. This is happening. All right, 20 minutes. I don't want to go on too long. Josh, my chest hurts. It physically hurts. I mean, you and me both. I mean, this is just for me, it's just more because my heart is racing, and not just because there's so many people watching right now, but it's racing because I think it's the same reason that when we all watch this, it speaks to you. And it's not just because you're really, really, really into the BTS. You know, that could be a thing. But if BTS came out with a song that would be really confusing and no one understood, like the lyrics, it's not going to speak to you. You might still really enjoy it, but this really speaks to me. You know, so that's definitely that extra step for me, for sure. That's one thing I love about BTS. You know, that's the thing about the lyrics. I remember reacting to BTS videos in the very beginning of this channel and not knowing really much about them at all. And I remember the number one comment I always saw was, "You idiot, you need to put on the English subs." And I like ignored it the first couple times because it was just like, I didn't know what it was. I was like, okay, I guess I'll try to remember for next time. And then eventually I did turn on the English subs. I was like, oh, see, that makes 50 Shades of Sense right there. I understand why people are saying this to me. Like, I don't make the rules. I need to do this now. I don't know. See, I would have cut that out too. All right, Josh, you can't take every moment to say what you're going to cut out or what you would have if this wasn't a live stream. What if I just went through and just went to all of the rest of the songs and never stopped this live stream? Then I would have to change the title. I don't want to like stop the stream because then 341 people just get cut off. I would have to restart, but that's fine. It's up to you if you want to do that. This has been fun. I'm liking this. I'm reading your guys' comments, and it's really interesting. I'm trying to not get into live stream mode because I've done so many live streams, and those are a completely different dynamic. They have a different purpose. There's different things I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to, you know, reel it back and just look at this and not talk about everything else that I would like to talk about. 50 Shades of Sense. Anyway, this has been awesome. I'm definitely going to keep this. And someone's asking about the PO unboxing. That's something I definitely need to tell you guys about. So I was going to do it last weekend. Then BTS came out. And I thought it was going to come out on Monday. So I was going to do it on Sunday. So Sunday just got, I mean, like, as soon as I figured out about BTS and, like, the time difference and that it was going to come out on Sunday and not Monday, I was like, all right, well, there goes my PO unboxing. Like, I don't make the rules. I got to do that first. And then the PO unboxing. So I'm going to do the PO unboxing probably in this week. If not, at the very latest, it'll be this weekend. So that's definitely what I'm going to try to do. But yeah, I know that some of y'all don't want to like see first listens to literally every single one of these. You probably just want to watch like the ones that you love the most, or maybe you don't have time to do them all. I don't know if I have time to do them all. It's 9 o'clock right now. It's 9 p.m. And I try to go to bed around 11 to get up and be well rested for work, which literally never happens. It's tough. Now I'm just monologuing. But like, imagine you have like 20 notifications on your phone. It'd be tough to do anything else until you address these notifications. It's like, well, what could they be? There's like an endless supply of opportunities that these notifications could have held. And I'm just like, my mind goes crazy because I'm already pretty ADD. I can get distracted. So it's tough for me to focus until I do that. So imagine 20 notifications times about 3,000 and you're trying to go to bed. It's so difficult. Anyway, so that's a struggle that has nothing to do with this first listen. But anyway, I will let you guys go. Holy cow, that's so many people watching. What's up? How are you guys doing? I've never live addressed this many people. So I'm kind of freaking out a little bit, kind of trying to act like I know what I'm doing. Anyway, I will let you guys go. It has been real. I don't know how to end these first listen live streams, but I'm going to do my best anyway. And I'm going to immediately start the next song in the album. And I'm going to do a live stream first listen to that. So if you want to, feel free to just jump to the next one. I might not even have time to do them all tonight. So I'll probably just do as many as I can. And then tomorrow, as soon as I get home from work, just do the rest. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave any comments down below. Yeah, because it's going to be published like a normal video. Just trying to remember how the live streams work. Yeah. So you can follow my Snapchat and Twitter. I can't do this anymore. See, it's different. Okay, stop explaining it, Josh. I'll see you guys later. All right, let's bring up this thing. All right, stop streaming button. Okay, now I'm gonna go peace and then cut it off right after, like I know what I'm doing.